Hi everyone. I thought I would try something different today. I'm going to talk about how I do my performance tests on my device. Today I'm going to look at Dark Souls Remastered because I noticed many people checking out my previous videos, probably because of the popularity of Night Rain that just came out. These videos were done on Winlator glibc and an older version of Gamehub. So this will be an updated performance test using Winlator Bionic and the newest version of Gamehub. I normally start my tests by just using the latest turnip drivers, Box64, DXVK, and setting those all up and see if they work with the game. I normally start by loading it up and just seeing if it loads. I had been having problems with Dark Souls in the past and Winlayer Bionic, but those seem to be solved in the newest update, which is great. I start by leaving most of the settings default, so if I do run into issues, I can tweak those as we go. So for this game, it finally comes up, works. The controller works out of the box, which is great in Winlayer Bionic. And I'm just going to go through here and create a new character. So once I get into the game, and yeah, so with this, um, I'm not sure if anyone else is like this. I really like the idea of these Souls games. I love all the parrying and timing and dodging, but unfortunately I am absolutely awful at this, so I have yet to finish this very, very old game. So I'm just going to finish up my character here, give him a little bit of hair. Maybe we'll go with what here? Yeah, let's go semi-long. I like gray hair, I don't know why, anime style. And we'll put his name back in there again, because it seems to have got erased for some reason. Let me get back up there. Just bring up the keyboard. Alright, so I usually like to let the visuals run, or the cinematic run, sorry, just to see if there's any visual issues with this one. So let's just let it run.
Shrouded by fog, a land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark side brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So no issues with the cinematics on this one. Actually looks pretty good. And now we're going to start getting into some gameplay. You can see that the FPS is fluctuating a little bit, but it's pretty steady, close to 60, which is really good. I'm just checking through the settings, making sure I've got everything set up. I get rid of motion blur because I feel like that takes away from performance, but I leave everything else pretty much the same. So now I'm just going to go through the beginning tutorial. I'm just going to go get our shield and our sword, and then we'll just fight the first boss, and then we'll just keep an eye on performance as we're going through here. But so far, with combat, I mean, inside one-on-one, it seems to be holding pretty steady at 60 FPS, which is good. I don't remember in the last Winlator if it looked this good, but I feel like in Winlator Bionic, maybe with the new turnip drivers, the new DXVK, right, the new DirectX conversions there, but the shiny, like the reflections on the walls and everything like that, I feel like it looks pretty good for this old of a game. So coming up here will be the first boss, but we are just going to run right by him. I know you can fight him and apparently get a pretty good weapon if you can beat him with your broken sword, but I am not going to even try that. I'm not ready for that at all. Just gonna grab my shield, throw that into my equipment here. Once I get used to the controls. There we go. Alright. Just watch out for this guy firing arrows at us. Grab our longsword. And now let's get in there and start to play through this introductory level. So I never thought about this before, but this is the same dude who threw us the key earlier, and somehow he's ended up here in not a lot of time, and I don't know what happened to him. I didn't notice this until I was watching another video and someone mentioned it, and I was like, oh yeah, like, why is he all beat up and dying here after, like, maybe a minute or two before he was helping me out? It's just a little strange.
Thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. From hate to home.
I think I handled that guy pretty well, but these next two I'm not too sure about. I always have challenges when I get too many characters coming at me at one time. Oh, that wasn't too bad. The sword's pretty strong right now, so that's good. Now the FPS is still doing pretty good. We're outside a little bit. Some background stuff. Still getting 60. Let's see here. Moving in. Oh yeah, let's deal with this guy. We'll try to parry a little bit of what he's doing here. Oh yeah, it worked. Nice. Try again. Perfect. Look at that. All right. Alright, so we're going to try and jump on this guy's head, see if we can take some damage from him. Nice. Alright. Now, we'll see my amazing skills when it comes to dodging and rolling, which are not there. I feel I'm going to be taking a little bit of a pounding, even though this is by far the easiest boss in this game. He doesn't do very much, but I'm still going to get whacked a lot, I think. Just have to wait and see. Yep, there we go. Take a flask. Watch out again. Oh, completely miss him. Perfect. There we go. Get stabbed. Move. Get smacked again. Probably should take another flask. There we go. Get smacked one more time. Do some dodging. Yeah, there we go. Let's try to roll to his back. Stab him. Move out of the way. Nope. Get hit again. Let's do some dodging. Flask. Get smoked again. I really feel like I should be dodging more, but whatever. We're just going to keep on this guy. There we go. Not so bad this time. Stab him a little bit. Stab him again. Maybe. Oh, we actually dodged this time. Good. Go around, see if we can get to his back again. Hey, look at that. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Stab him. Oh, he's coming down. Drop his butt. Alright. Let's move out of the way. Get him. One more stab. One more stab. There. Like I said. I love the idea of these games, but I am not great. Alright. We're just going to grab the key. Grab this stuff. See if the FPS keeps hanging in there when we get outside. Yeah, I was quite surprised, and actually during that fight stayed around 60, which is really good. And outside here, you can see that it's still staying pretty steady, even with all of this shaders and all of this detail that we got going on here. I had to watch a tutorial before I played this game just to find all the secret stuff that's around. Anyway, we'll see if I can actually get further into this game than I ever have before. So we're just going to head to the next bonfire, and then I'm going to try a different emulator.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, so that was the test for Winlator Bionic. Next, I'm going to try MiceWine. Now, MiceWine has been giving me some issues. I'm going to go through and just kind of make sure that I have all the latest drivers again. So I got version 8 here, the newest DXVK. So I've chatted with the developer of this program or this emulator, and he was telling me that if I turn on the virtual desktop and maybe if I turn on all of these enable gamepad for X input, maybe I could get the controller to work in this game. So that's been the biggest issue with MiceWine right now, is that I cannot get my controller to work for Dark Souls. Works for all the other games I have except for Dark Souls. So we're going to give this a try. Just let the game load up here. Hopefully it'll work this time. I haven't had any luck in the past. So we're getting up to 60 FPS again, which is good. So once I get here, I am clicking all the buttons on my device and absolutely nothing is happening. So still no luck with that. I do have mouse control, so I can use the touchscreen mouse and go in. So I might even just go into a quick game here just to see an old one that I might have. But even then, the mouse in MiceWine is not the best on the touchscreen. Let's just see if maybe in-game we can get some controls to work. And no. So it's asking me for keyboard keys. And like I said, I can look around with my mouse, but that's it. So, and the on-screen controller doesn't seem to do anything either. I think in the future, actually, speaking with the developer, he's working on SDL and exput input support, and I think he's revamping the virtual controller as well. So hopefully in the next update or two, we should get some big improvements that way. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go to my settings, and under environmental settings, I've added a ton of controller overrides to try and help my controller work with certain games, and it's worked with some games, but it doesn't seem to be working with Dark Souls. So I'm going to try one more override, and maybe it'll work. I picked these tricks up from Zero Kimchi in some of his videos having to deal with controllers, and it's worked for the most part. But I'm not sure what the challenge or what the issue is with Dark Souls. It just does not seem to want to recognize my controller no matter what I do in MiceWine. So let's give it one more try here. And as you can see, still not working. I'm pressing all the buttons on my controller. Still not recognizing anything. Again, I can click with the on-screen mouse. Not recognizing it at all. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, and we're going to move on to Gamehub. So this is Gamehub 3.0.5, so the newest one at this time. You can see I have a lot of games that I've shown off before installed here, because I do like this program. Um, Again, I just go through the settings. For Gamehub, though, I like to try with the Proton ARM64 version of the compatibility layer first. And I usually go with performance on the translation just to give it a try. And here I go with the newest turnip drivers that are in Gamehub. So in this case, we have revision 7 and DXVK. And I'm just going to check my controller and take off the D input here. So I'm going to go back out. And I'm going to try and play and see what we get. So right away it loads up, but I'm noticing that it is not full screen. You can see the bars on the side, and I have a white line or something at the bottom. So I'm going to make it full screen, but the bottom line is still there, which is kind of annoying. We seem to be doing okay on FPS, it's dropping a little bit, but I'm noticing that Gamehub's using a lot more RAM and CPU than Winlator Bionic. So let's get into the game. I think I have an old saved game in here from before. So let's take a look here. So yeah, it's already a little bit lower. I've been around like 56, 58 kind of thing here. We'll see my amazing skills here as I get beat up by some very basic skeletons. Take care of him. All right. Oh, I'm not. Okay, I guess I'm going to take him with me for a little while. Nope, okay. Let's just run around here and smash some stuff, and I can already see my CPU is starting to max out. My RAM is really high. I'm pretty sure I'm using the same settings I did in Winlator for the in-game settings, but it's just working a little extra hard compared. I'm just going to run around here and just see if the frame rate drops a little bit when I look around at some stuff. I'm going to go into the cave. Oh, did not expect you to come jumping out at me. Anyway, deal with him later. Oh, there he is. Alright, deal with him now, I guess. Alright, done. So, this is where we're at. I'm noticing, like I said, a 39 at one point there, and then it's starting to come back up. So you can see how Gamehub might not be the best choice for this, but if it's your only choice, it'll still work. You can see my CPU is maxed out again here. I'm not sure if there's something I can do to put more on the GPU, but even the GPU is getting up towards 50%. So even inside, like inside a cave here, we're still pushing it pretty hard apparently. Let's kill this giant rat. Drag him around with me as well. I don't know if that's a visual issue in Gamehub or not. We didn't get this far in Winlator, but I will later, and I'll see if it does the same thing. Alright, so let's go ahead here and actually start to fight some hollows, some skeletons, whatever they are. Smash some stuff and see how it affects our FPS. And yeah, even in general, our FPS is 10 below what it was in Winlator when we're doing things. So let's run up here. Oh, hello, big dragon. I am not ready for you. Oh, yes. Okay, I gotta get up there and start fighting them. That's not gonna be fun. Yeah, make sure I got my shield up because these guys come... Oh, I need to learn how to lock on to my targets. There we go. Oh, take an arrow. Oh, take another swipe. Yep, dodging is bad. Let's try to lock onto a target. No, okay. We're gonna go upstairs. Grab this first, and then go upstairs and kill this guy. There we go. Let's deal with him. Oh, he's tough. He's 3. Okay. Take a flask, because I know there's some more dudes around here. Maybe light this bonfire. Smash some stuff first. Just gonna level up my character a little bit again. I don't remember when I started this run. Must have been when I did my last Gamehub performance check. So that was maybe 6 months ago. So I'm just gonna update him, or upgrade him, sorry. Alright, let's get back into this. Oh, I forgot, when you go to a bonfire, they all reset. So let's take care of these guys again. Alright, let's take a look around here again. If I remember correctly, oh nope, there's nothing up here. I just remember if I run across that bridge, I am going to run into a few hollows. Oh, hello, where did you come from? Let's deal with you. Oh, I get stabbed a little bit. There we go, get out of here. Alright, so I'm going to run across this bridge, and I know there's 2 or 3 guys in there. Yep, there's one right there. Oh, there's 2. Okay. Got one. Took a hit. Got another one. Oh, jeez. Okay. Got this guy coming at me. It's not looking good. Alright, get in there. Oh, completely missed him. Great. And stabbed. I feel like lock on, and okay. So, like I said, I am not great at this game. So, I died. I'll start back at the bonfire, and let's try this again. Still need to learn how to dodge. Taking a lot of hits here. Finally got my shield up. Alright, take him out. This archer crossbow guy is really ticking me off here. Get rid of him. Go deal with these other ones. Just to get some extra souls. Let's go back across the bridge. Right now I'm still seeing, yeah, my CPU is maxing out. Oh, hello, bomber dudes. Alright. We got 2 guys on the bridge. I'm on fire. This does not look good. I think I'm going down. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's give this one last try before I wrap up the video. So, deal with these guys again. Hopefully not get as hurt as we did last time. Annoyed that I lost all my souls from the previous death. Maybe I can pick up the ones I got last time. This guy's being really annoying. Get out of here. Alright. Weird bug there, but anyway. Okay, let's go grab the souls from last time and see if we can kill these dudes. Stay out of the fire, or out of the range of the fire. Take these guys on. Let's see what we can do. I need to stay facing them. That would be nice. Lock on to a target would be great. There we go. Alright, get across that bridge. Still got one more guy in here. FPS is holding up pretty good here, but yeah, CPU and RAM are very high compared to Winlator. And I feel like the walls, I don't know, the visuals, the reflection on the walls doesn't quite look as good. Oh, this guy snuck up on me. Alright. Heal up. Block him. Try to kill this guy. There we go. Smash some more stuff here. Let's see. Alright. I know there's a guy hidden around the corner there. I'll go up here first. Smash some more stuff. Open up his chest. Pick up these fire bombs. Smash some more stuff. Yeah, I don't like that the RAM is at 80 plus%. I feel like in Winlator it was only using maybe 50%. It was using 6 and a bit gigabytes of my 12, or my 11, I guess, that's used. Get rid of this guy. I think there's some secret stuff hidden over there, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. Just want to roam around a little bit, see. Yeah, RAM and CPU are still quite high with these 3 guys on the screen here. GPU starting to pick up. Frame rate's dropping. Yeah. Maybe I'd like to get into this place on Winlator and see, but even during the boss fight on Winlator, it was still 60. And there we go. Dead. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to end this horrible run. I definitely need a lot of practice in this game, but again, I still have fun. I die all the time, but I still have fun. So this is my video. Again, like I said, I thought I'd change things up, see if you guys like this one a little bit better with me describing things. Again, thank you for watching if you got to this point. I appreciate everyone who likes my videos and subscribes, and let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in more videos like this.